Good day. I'm Jude Maweke Matita, a counselor. Welcome to this platform. I want to ask ourselves a question. Most times in relationship or marriage, you want to go out. You feel frustrated. And in fact, you don't want that relationship to even continue. Sometimes you are just there, not because you actually want the relationship, but because of other reasons. A lot of people, especially the ones that were divorced at first and remarry, always ask themselves, why again? So today, I want us to talk about a man or a woman who is divorced and is about to get married or is about to marry again or is already married. The challenges that you face. Fortunately or unfortunately, most people carry their past in their to their present relationship. We have our past, but we don't leave it behind. We take that past we move with the past along with us. Yes, the past is there, but you are supposed to take it. You are supposed to drop it. The past in a former relationship, you are supposed to drop it. We are experienced. You are supposed to drop that experience. Reason being that the person that you come in contact with presently has nothing to do with your former relationship. One. In addition, they have different personality. The way they think, the way they react is different. I'm sure you fell in love again for the second time because you saw something different in that person. And that is why you decided to accept that relationship. You decided to take another chance of getting married. But all of a sudden, you find yourself asking yourself, you find you asking these questions all over again. I need to go out. Why is his reaction this way? He's not different from the past one. He's the same. We always attribute this thing to our partners. But what we fail to do is to examine ourselves. What we fail to do is to look at how deeply hurt we were, how battered we are, how destroyed we have been. We don't look at ourselves because we do not judge ourselves. It's easy for us to judge others. Your former relationship has a toll on you. The actual thing is, you've not gotten over it, but you thought you've gotten over it. You thought you've gotten over it because you just met another relationship and emotionally, you are fine. And you feel you want to use emotion to kill the other part, the other aspect of your life. Basically, you do not. It doesn't. It stays like that. Which is something that you have to deal with. You see, you tend to have to develop different attitude, defensive attitude. That defensive attitude was good because you used that attitude in your former relationship because there were problems in that relationship and you had to find a way to navigate through those problems. So there are habits that you developed that were purely unique for that relationship, not necessarily for this that you are in. But it has become a habit. Now you are in a present relationship. You want to still react based on what you learned in that other one. My brothers, my sisters, it's time for us to examine ourselves. If you had a failed relationship, be it marriage, be it boyfriend, be it girlfriend, and it failed, you need to go down and ask yourself why. It's easy for us, as I said, to point fingers on the other person. But this time around, I want you to look at yourself, examine yourself. Be truthful to yourself and be truthful to God. Ask yourself hard questions. What did I do that was wrong in that relationship? What effort did I make? My attitude, was it right? It's easy for you to correct yourself. It's easy for you to look at yourself, look into the mirror. What's the use of a mirror? When you look at the mirror, you feel that you are looking at yourself in the mirror, right? But why did you go to that mirror? You go to that mirror because you want to correct things. You go to that mirror because you want to look. Maybe you're a woman, you might be put on this makeup, it's not okay, you need to change it. Maybe you had a clean shave, and you thought that maybe it's not right. I have to look at it. No, let me increase this place. Let me do this place. Let me reduce this. You look it because you want to correct something. So looking at yourself is just as you use yourself in that mirror for one purpose only, to correct it. And when you correct yourself, now you are okay. You become confident of yourself. And when you move along the street, now you know that, wow, my structure is good. My shape, the clothes I wear, my face, all my special, everything is okay. Now you are confident. That is how you go to a relationship. Look yourself into the mirror. Then you strengthen yourself. You do something about yourself. You fix the parts that were not fixed. And then you have confidence. And you move now in that relationship. Just as you move outside, people see you confidently. Now you move in that relationship because you know that everything, every problem that you had, you've taken them away. Just as you look at yourself in the mirror. I need to button up this way. I need to button this way. I need to come to this way. I button up. I fix my shirt like this. I fix it like this. I put my watch and everything. I put it on. I look at myself. I say, yeah, I'm good to go. That's what you do before you go into that relationship. There's something that we don't do. And that relationship is bound to fail. If you fail in your first relationship and you are moving on, there's a tendency for you to fail again. If you've not looked yourself into the mirror, as I said, as I explained, and try to correct you, forget about the blame, forget about blaming the other person. Look at your own side and correct you. Because the person that you are going to meet, the person sees but you, not the other person that you dealt with. The person has only one character to see, and you have that character. You are the person that wants to see, not your ex. So please, we have to correct ourselves. It's time for us to look at ourselves in the mirror and correct ourselves before we move further. It's very important. If we don't correct ourselves, we'll make mistakes. The same mistakes that we had when the relationship ended, we'll make that same mistake in this one. If the person that is coming to you has looked, also x-rayed his or herself, know the things which is wrong, and try to correct, and you do same, what happens is the two imperfect people will find a way to be together, and you create a perfect union. Remember, nobody is perfect. Even when you look at yourself, you go and meet that person, there is something in him that you might not like. And you also have something that he will not like. But because of that relationship, because of that togetherness, that compatibility, then you decided that let me be in this relationship. Because you can manage that. Look, He has a flaw, I have a flaw. You come together because you can strengthen one another. That is the essence. Why you came together, because you strengthen one another. So I just want us to reflect as we are moving in life, and we stand and we do the things that we do in life. We should please reflect on our lives and try to put things right. When we make things right, things will be forever right for us. Remember, you are not a perfect being. She's not a perfect being. There are two imperfect people that will meet to create perfection. But there's one thing that you will not miss. God will bless you with a child. And that child will be you both. Your perfection will be found in that child. Your perfection will be seen in that child. How that child becomes tomorrow depends on you, how perfect that you have come to be. How that imperfection became perfect. When you people are together, that offspring produces a combination of both you and him. So that child is part of you, is part of him. Whether you like it or not, if he is a bad man, no, the child, that offspring, has something bad. If she is a bad woman, that offspring has something bad. That is the reason why you both need to be together and work together, whether together or not. Your character must intertwine. You people must be together for the sake of the offspring that you will bring. Because that offspring is for both of you. Whether you accept it or you don't accept it, that child carries your DNA. Both DNAs are linked. Character, it's in there. And what she sees, you do now. How you, the woman, react towards the father. How you, the father, react towards the mother. Now, that particular reaction builds the character of that child. So you put yourself in that child. You, the husband, you put yourself in that child. You, the mother, put that. If you're an absentee father, that child, you've made that child to certain things to be absent in that child's life. If you're an absentee mother, you've made certain things to be absent in that child's life. If you are the one withholding, either you, the mother, you hold that man not to see the child, or you, the man, hold the woman not to see the child. Let me tell you something. What you create is what you will get. Please, let's examine ourselves. We'll avoid these counseling sessions. I'm saying this, I've counseled a lot of people, and it comes down to this. We do not know ourselves, or we know ourselves, but we are unwilling to accept who we are. Nobody is perfect. Please accept your imperfection. And don't feel bad when somebody pinpoints your imperfection. Accept it with gratitude, knowing that, wow, he has seen that it means it's a position for me to change. He can help me to work this out. Look at it in that particular aspect. Most of us, when they pinpoint something that what you did is wrong, you are defensive, immediately on the attack. Why? Everyone is vulnerable. Every single person is vulnerable. He too has his own. You have yours. Let's do things that way. And let's see our life change. And this reunion of marriage, or this relationship, will move to marriage based on our attitude. May God bless us all.